Gentlemen,
This is Emirate Radio.
98.5 F to the top stories from today's newspapers. Join us weekdays and weekends, 7 to 7:30 a.m. for a news review that is concise, clear, and absolutely essential. Daily rundown, fast, fresh, and ready to keep you ahead of the end.
Game on. Sinatra tune. Nigeria, what's up? Emirates 98.5 FM. It's game on with Tosh Michael. Game on, feel the energy flow. Where the biggest sports stories always steal the show. Game on, feel the energy flow. Where the biggest sports stories always steal the show. From basketball, tennis, boxing, cricket on the go, athletics and football, we bring updates live on the show. From local leagues, NPFL, NNL to the global stage, Champions League, EPL, La Liga, Serie A. Sharp analysis, breaking news, every turn of the page. Game on, turn the volume up loud. Emirates 98.5 FM, sports talk for the crowd. Inside passion, truth on the mic, it's game on with Tosh Michael. Let's get in the game. Don't change that dial. Game on, feel the energy flow. Where the biggest sports stories always steal the show. Game on, feel the energy flow. Where the biggest sports stories always steal the show. Don't change that dial. This is where the game begins. Game on with Tosh, Mike.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another a fresh episode of the show talking about a game on right here on Emirate 98.5 FM. Tosh Michaels, this is my name, the anointed voice of radio, the apostle, always bringing you the gospel, our correct sports. And of course, it is raining right here in Ilori. The rain of blessings right there, showering right upon all every souls right here in Ilori. And of course, that time where we get you connected with happenings in the beautiful world of sports. Yes. Interesting fixtures went down yesterday talking about the UEFA Champions League. Yes, an interesting game of football went down yesterday night in the UEFA Champions League. Yes, let me tell you that Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu, they were stunned. Yes, they were stunned by Bayern Munchen. They lost that one by 2-1. Bayern Munchen, got ahead 2-0 just after resumption of the second half. They got the opener through Luis Diaz in 4th minute of the game. And then as early as resumption for the second half, the best striker in the world right now, talking about Harry Kane. Yes, he netted the second. And of course, Kylian Mbappe scored what I would call the consolation goal, to give Real Madrid some hopes, going into the second leg. But then 2-1 it ended last night in favor of Bayern Munchen. We're talking about Bayern Munich. And of course, the other game of the night was Arsenal, who left it later to beat Sporting Lisbon by a goal to nil. Yes, they take a slim advantage back to the Emirate. Talking about Arsenal, they keep their hope alive. The hopes are of winning the first ever UEFA Champions League crown. Can they finally make it this season? Could this be the year where they will, clinch the title? They were close in 2006, but lost it to Barcelona. They are closer right now. They take a slim lead to the Emirate. We're talking about Arsenal Football Club. Action resumes tonight. That's still talking the UEFA Champions League. Yes. Interesting game on offer tonight. Yes, Barcelona. You heard me right, Barcelona. The Catalan Giants. With Lamine Yamal. Of course, Lewandowski, Pedri, they are ready. They are ready for tonight when they will take on Atletico Madrid. Do not forget, Atletico Madrid edged out Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. They will be looking for revenge this time around. About for Atletico Madrid, the likes of Ademola Lookman, Adebobo. Yes, Adebobo will look into, progress to the next round of the UEFA Champions League with Atletico de Madrid. Yes, Diego Simeone's boy. Yes, they will be ready for that encounter later tonight. Barcelona up against Atletico Madrid. Kickoff time 8 p.m. And of course, another fixture to look out for tonight. It will be PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, Paris Saint-Germain. They will take on Liverpool. Liverpool walking alone this season. They've been struggling. They've lost they've lost their mojo. The reigning English champions. Struggling. They were knocked out by PSG last season. Can PSG do it again this time around? It was on penalties after 1-1. They defeated PSG. PSG, 1-1 in France. Liverpool came back home 1-1, and then it went straight to penalties where PSG progressed. So tonight it will be another time for both sides to test their muscles. Liverpool not in the best form of their life, but PSG as well. They knocked out one English side. We're talking about Chelsea Football Club in the round of 16. 7-2. It ended on aggregate, or was it 8-2? I'm looking at the odds. The odds favors Barcelona to win tonight against Atletico Madrid, and of course the odds as well favors PSG to get a win over Liverpool. Of course, game on right here on Emirate 98.5. Mikel Arteta was relieved. Arsenal found that the magic moment that secured their 1-0 Champions League quarter-final, a first-leg victory over Sporting CP. Arsenal looks like to endure another frustrating outing, but they bounce back from their EFL and FA Cup appointment thanks to Kai Havertz last gap strike. Nani Madueke also struck at the crossbar in Lisbon with an in-swinging corner in the first half, while Martin Zubimendi saw the second half goal disallowed due to Victor Gyökeres being offside in the build-up. Havertz goal, which impressively created by Gabriel Martinelli, is Arsenal's 7th and 90-minute winner in the Champions League, with each of their last 4 coming away from home. The last 6 knockout game in the competition, Arsenal have only lost 1 in the first leg. Why they have progressed in the 7 of their last 8 ties when winning the opener. Arteta admitted that he was worried Arsenal would not find the breakthrough, but was thrilled to be taking an advantage back to the Emirate Stadium next week. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the win away from home in the quarterfinals of the Champions League against a team that have not lost at home for I don't know how long. Arteta said, not my word, but Arteta quoted right there. Continued. I think the last time last time was probably in Europe as well. That shows the difficulty of it. When we go into the final third and we sat there, we missed the final beat. We had to be a little bit patient, faster, more efficient to break them down when they had that block. We had the goal disallowed, and there were 2 or 3 occasions where we were closer, but we lacked the final pass. In the end, a magic moment from the finishers wins us the game. Arsenal's win also means that the Premier League has secured the 5th Champions League spot for the 2nd season running. As for Sporting, they have now lost all 5 of their Champions League knockout stage first leg tie by aggregate score of 0-17. Best in the world. Advance hails Raya after his historic, performance in Arsenal's victory. Havertz has hailed David Raya as the best goalkeeper in the world following his match-winning performance. And Arsenal has won the victory over Sporting in their Champions League quarter-final first leg tie. Raya produced a series of crucial saves to keep Arsenal in the game, denying Maxi Arujo and Geni Katamo with outstanding stops as the Gunners secured the vital away win in Lisbon. Havertz scored the decisive goal in the 91st minute, calmly finishing after controlling the pass from Gabriel Martinelli, but was quick to credit the goalkeeper for the result. Unbelievable, as Havertz said. I think he's still underestimated in the world of football, but for me, the last 2 seasons, the best keeper in the world is understanding the world. He has saved us so many times, and we were very glad to have him. Arsenal manager Arteta also praised Raya's extraordinary impact, especially after recent scrutiny over his team selection in the Carabao Cup final defeat to Manchester City.